Grug is kind of one of the world's first Homo sapien fathers. I'm sure there were other Cro-Magnon, or I'm not entirely sure what Grug is. Is he Neanderthal or Cro-Magnon? But whatever he is, he's one of the first of our great, 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 great grandfathers. And he is like most caring fathers, very concerned about the family dynamic. He wants his family to be safe. Survival it's a big S in this equation. He wants all of his family members to be safe, and sometimes he goes too far with that because he is so protective that it can be at times stifling, particularly for Emma's character, Eve, because he just doesn't want her engaging with anything outside of the family circle, which brings in Ryan's character. And I think one of the things that I like about this version of the Croods family dynamic is that when we meet Grug now, he has accepted Ryan's Guy character to some extent. He has learned to be less in fear of others and those that don't look like the Grug family, and to be I don't want to use a word like xenophobic, but that he is more open to the concept of different groups and different people. And I think that's a great progression for this character. Well, I had so much fun on the first one. I think that came through. I believe that it's important for all the actors to have fun in order for the audience to have fun, that is a necessary ingredient. But the new dynamic for me was the good fortune that I have to work with Joel, who was directing. He brought so much vivaciousness and verve in a humorous way to this version of the movie that I'm thrilled with it. And I saw the finished result multiple times, and I think it's just a big box of happy. And especially at a time like this, I think this movie is going to bring a lot of smiles to a lot of faces, and our own families all over the world will be able to enjoy this and get some needed happiness. One of the new elements to this version of the Croods is the concept of neighbors, which is something that we all experience in modern society. The idea of neighbors, Halloween is the only holiday where you get to enjoy the exchange of gifts with total strangers, really, but that are your neighbors, which is one of the reasons why I love the holiday. In this movie, Grug has to learn to cooperate and coexist with neighbors, and Peter, who plays Phil Betterman, is absolutely hilarious as my neighbor Phil, and that is the element that I think really reminds me of the early one of my favorite shows on TV as a child was the Flintstones. And the idea of Barney Rubble and Fred, they were neighbors. And now we're getting into this with Croods too, that dynamic. And I was thrilled about it because I just got such a kick out of Wilma and Barney. And so anyway, going back to this version of the modern day, not modern day, but the modern day presentation of the ancient caveman, we have the neighbor of Phil Betterman, the Betterman family. Peter is outstanding in that. And of course, Catherine, I think, really provides a tremendous amount of heart in this movie, and I think that once again, Emma is Emma and Ryan both give the movie a romance and the butterflies around in the stomach and the heart of the romance that they're having between them. But there is added elements of, who is the daughter in the Betterman family, and is there tension there? And so it goes into areas that I think anybody can relate to. all over the world, societies, cultures can relate to what the Croods family and the Betterman family are experiencing, and what Guy is experiencing, and what Eep is experiencing. All of them bring their characters back in a way that is highly relatable and funny.